A couple of weeks ago, I published a video showing you what your rent price gets you in London. And apparently, you guys like seeing hopes and dreams crushed. So this time, we're doing purchase price. So a bunch of you lovers gave me price points, whether it's your own properties or you just pulled some numbers out. But this time with the added darkness of the fact that 95% of us could never afford to even buy a closet in a property in London, me included. But apparently we have fun with this. I thought I'd start off with Sir Galahad, who only cares about location for 170,000 US dollars. And that translates to 120,000 pounds. And there are parking spots in central London that cost that much. And I'm not even exaggerating. Here is a single parking garage that holds one car that is 100,000 pounds. When I popped 120K into Rightmove to find some properties, I expected nothing to pop up. But sir, you are in luck. I found the perfect thing for you and your budget. A houseboat. Then your location can be anywhere that has a reasonable amount of water. This houseboat I found for you has 2 bedrooms and it's in Poplar Marina, which is close to Canary Wharf. It actually looks quite nice on the inside and they did a really good job of figuring out the storage solutions throughout the boat and how to have a green bathroom. And it's all yours for the under budget price of 119,000 pounds. Plus 14,000 a year in mooring fees and a 7.5% plus VAT mooring transfer fee, but we'll work that out later. And basically, if you want anything but a houseboat, you're completely out of luck at that budget. Wandy wants a luxury home of up to £2 million. Wandy, thank you. Coming in strong. Oh, and he wants a pool. Obviously. So I tried really hard, Wandy, to get you your own house with your own private pool. But unfortunately, you would need to chuck another couple of mil onto that budget. So we do have to go to a flat in one of these sleazy luxury high-rise buildings where 90% of the properties are unoccupied 365 days a year because they're all owned by foreign oil magnates and corrupt business people who use their properties for tax rebates. But I got you your pool. So I'm taking you to Battersea. You're going to get 3 bedrooms on the 6th floor. You get 2 balconies that overlook the beautiful Battersea Park. There's also parking and a residence gym and a sauna and your swimming pool. Is it a concrete box devoid of any character or charm? Yes, but it's your concrete box. D. Gray submitted, I think, his or her own specs for their place living right outside of DC, asking for a budget of $450,000, which is 318,000 pounds, and wanting 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, public transport within walking distance, and near a park. So that price is about half the average London property value. And that's especially tough for 3 beds. But because this is the Dante Estate Agency, I did find you something with everything that you asked for. It's in Canning Town and it's close to a recreational park. So we've got your green space park in there. Admittedly, I don't really know anything about Canning Town, but it is very easy to get into central London from there. The house is 0.6 miles away from a station though, so you will have to do some walking. But this place is actually pretty decent compared to everything else that I found at that price point. All of which were like auction properties, which means they were essentially foreclosed on. Oh, and this place even has a little garden you can tidy up and make look nice. It's a little over budget at $325, but make an offer, see what happens. Julie Stevenson wants a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 1-acre lot with a full basement, similar to what she has in Northern Maine, for $65,000. For the love of God, Julie, stay in Maine. $65,000 is 45,000 pounds. And forgetting the land and the basement, that just ain't gonna happen. When I put this into Rightmove, all that I got was some really rough looking houseboats. I don't even think they're legal to actually live on. I did, however, find you this parking spot in Clerkenwell for $60K, so take it or leave it. Richard wants a very US, I'm not sure what that means, probably unnecessarily huge, 3-bedroom, 2-bath on a residential lot for $200,000, 14 square feet or so. Oh, God. Richard, for the equivalent of 141,000 pounds, I found you this 3-bed flat in, can you believe it, actually, Marble Arch, central London. I'd say it's a fixer-upper. I would confidently put that label on this. And it's going to be auctioned off, and they're saying the starting price is around £135,000. So Richard, I know you'd be leaving behind a beautiful, nice big place in Texas, but this is calling your name. Anna just bought a house in Seattle for $714,000, the equivalent of about £500,000. That would be doable, except she wants a few things. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, light and bright, an outdoor space, grocery store, parks nearby. She's flexible on location, but she wants quiet. I did actually do pretty well with this one, because Anna, I found you a 3-bedroom flat in St. Catherine's Docks, which is a nice area in central London. It's like 4 minutes walk from the Tower of London and Tower Bridge. And the St. Catherine's Dock Marina is nearby. It's a lovely little area that you can walk around. Now, granted, this is a fixer-upper, but it's mostly cosmetic, and it's worth it to have a private balcony and a private garden. There is only 1 bathroom, but there's a shed in the garden, so I think you can make it work. Mandarin wants a 1-bed or studio for $250,000 to $300,000 by the river with storage and natural lighting. Okay, so at first I thought that ain't by the river is not happening. Prices go up when you're by the river. But I found you a studio in Wandsworth, which is in southwest London. And it's very close to the River Wandle, which is just this little canal that goes through the area. But it's also really close to the River Thames. Another great place you'd be close to is The Ship, which is a pub that does really good Sunday roast and other types of food. I highly recommend going. It looks like it needs a little bit of work, but it's a pretty good starting point, I'd say. Also, you'd be in Wandsworth Borough, which has the 2nd lowest council tax in the country. I think I'm pretty good at this. Bristol is back. Okay, so Bristol's home wants a 2-bed flat with 2 bathrooms, 1 ensuite with a balcony, close to public transport for £267,000. Bristol might actually be the closest location to London for that budget. You're not far off, but actually, I found you a gem. It says this place is in Bow, but it's more like Mile End. For £270,000, it has 2 bedrooms. It's actually over 2 separate floors, so it kind of feels like a house. It has a balcony. It's not far from a DLR station. And you'd actually be in a good area that's quite central for going to all different parts of very cool East London. There aren't many pictures, but I have a vision for what you can do. I also envision a 10% finder's fee after you make your purchase. Agamdeep Singh wants a 2 to 3 bedroom house with 2 bathrooms near Guy's and St. Thomas Hospital, around $450,000 to $500,000. Decent sized living area, a garden in a beautiful street, and maybe has a fireplace. So this area by the hospital is very, very central. I mean, you can see Big Ben and the Houses of Parliament from that hospital. So in that budget, you're not getting a house, and you're definitely going to be not getting a fireplace. I did, however, find you this house-ish property. As it's over 2 floors, it has a very good-sized garden. It has 2 bedrooms. It doesn't need a ton of interior work. And it's really close to Kennington Station, and you can walk to the hospital. North submitted £850,000 in Chelsea, Kensington, or Notting Hill, a 2-bed flat with some character and perhaps access to communal gardens. So usually $850,000 is quite a healthy budget, but those are pretty much the 3 most expensive areas you could want to live in London. So you're going to get obviously less for your money. But the asks with it are reasonable. So it is workable. And Noor, I found you a Muse House. I want it. If you don't know what a Muse House is, it's a street that is lined with these buildings that used to be stables. And in the last few decades, developers have taken these stables and have made them into both commercial and residential properties. And they're really cute, and they're like teeny and small, but a lot of them are really colorful. You'll definitely have seen them on Instagram. So this one is in Notting Hill, Noor. It's $850 at the top end of your budget. It's got character. I mean, just look at the front of it. It's so cute. It is a 2-bedroom and a 2-bathroom. It's quite nicely done up too, so you wouldn't have to do too much work to it. And you are so close to areas that have great food and drink, and you're near a bunch of parks. I mean, too many to name, honestly. The only thing it doesn't have is a garden, even a communal one, but a lot of people that are in these types of properties will just set up a little table and chairs out front of their property since it's a really quiet street that it's on. Please invite me over once you buy this house. Has this video made you want to buy property in London or stay as far away as possible? Let me know in the comments. And if you haven't seen the first video where we talk about what your rent gets you in London, then click the box that's popping up over here to watch that next.